I worked in a real estate office when I was 17 years old, just doing some filing and clerical work, watched the people come in, and they were happy. You know, the people who were selling or renting their places were happy that that was accomplished, and the people that were renting or buying the places were happy that that was accomplished. And I saw that there was a lot of income potential, people looked happy all the time, and I felt like you got paid to do something good to help people out.
Growing up as a kid, I grew up extremely poor. I mean, my mom, we would not have any money for the oil in the tank, and so we would run out of heat, the pipes would freeze, and my mom would use a hairdryer to defrost the pipes. And as a kid, we always had hand-me-downs, and Christmas, I never wanted to talk about what I got for Christmas. And so growing up as a poor kid, you never expected that you could go sky's the limit as far as whatever you want.
So when we came to Wilmington, I did meet with Jeff, and I met with a couple other people. I liked Jeff. I liked what the company was doing, because going all over the country and going through training and seminars on how to run a company well, a lot of the same things that I was doing in New Jersey were being done at this company.
And I remember saying to Jeff that he wasn't interviewing me, that I was interviewing him, because I wanted to make sure that I found the perfect company to work for. And I remember when I first met with Jeff, I was completely inspired by what the company had to offer. And I thought, you know what, I want to learn to be a great salesperson. And I thought Jeff was fantastic with that.
A lot of people, when I was growing up, referred to me as a young old man. I just really saw things like that early on and focused on them. And it didn't go perfect right away. There were trials and tribulations. There was learning how to do things better. But once you really got that down, you could really do whatever you want if you put your mind to it.
Well, he's always pondering the next move. He's thinking 3 moves ahead. Not so much what's now, but what's next and what's next after that. So he's very good at strategic planning, probably a lot better than most people that I know. So I appreciate that, and I glean information from him that way.
So I thought I was going to just flip houses. And when I got into Jeff's first 30-day class, he gave us a challenge that we had to speak to, I think it was 10 people or 15 people. And every time he gave me a challenge, I wanted to beat it. So if he said speak to 10 people, I spoke to 20. If he said speak to 20, I spoke to 30.
I had the misfortune of having her outside my office, but I quickly realized that she had the energy, and she said the right things, and that she was going to do very well.
Regina was a new agent, and I met Regina from afar. There was a celebration. Century 21 was having a celebration at Jeff's house. Regina and her husband, she was fairly new here, were sitting at a table by themselves, I believe by themselves. And I was sitting not too far away, and she pointed to me and said to her husband, "That's the girl who does all the business." And she said, "And I'm going to do that one day." I'll never forget. That was many years ago, and look where she is. She's done a terrific job.
Some people work really hard just so they don't have to be home with their spouse, but I work really hard to be home with my spouse. Tracy's really been a great support. She's the person behind the person. She probably makes it all happen. I just kind of act it all out.
Michael and I came together, and Michael was there maybe 2 months before me, and he was like this energetic bunny. He was on the phone constantly calling. He was getting listings, and that was at the time when I had just come, and I thought, I am not making these calls. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of. And I saw this guy, and he was running out, running in, and he was getting listings, and I thought, he was from New Jersey, I'm from New York, I can do this.
Sometimes the hardest part about the job is being honest with the client. It's not really about selling the house, it's about telling them the truth.
It takes a real special agent to get through that, because a lot of times people are very disappointed at that point where they have to make that cut, and they really almost become hostile in that environment. But if you guide them through it properly, what started out as I'm never going to do it turns into thank God I did, and thank you for guiding me through that. I never could have done that without you. And that's where your value comes in.
I think right now it hasn't been about the money, it hasn't been about the rankings, it's just one client at a time proving to them that I can sell their house. And by taking that one client at a time and proving it to them, it's been amazing, the results.
A lot of agents who don't succeed, who really do some of the things we might call the right things, are more focused on what's in it for them, how they're going to get paid, what are they going to do. And I'm not saying that that's not a consideration. I'm just saying if you focus on the people, everything else falls into place. But when you put their interests first, no matter, you become a magnet for business and a magnet for people wanting to do business with you.
But Michael had a special quality that was not only would help him relate to people anywhere, but there was a certain determination in Michael, and I think it has served him well.
My main thing is I want people to understand that I want to help everyone because it's just in my nature. You know, I think the challenge is in this business that when you're an agent and you're trying to be one of the top agents and you're succeeding, it's easy for people to misunderstand you.
I think Regina is one of the nicest people I've ever met, and she's extremely generous, but she's also dedicated at what she does. She has a lot of fun with it, and it's enjoyable to see how she has taken and grown the business. And I'll never forget, she actually put a door knocker on my sister-in-law's house in the neighborhood in the Leland area. And I remember going to visit, and she said, "Oh, look what's on my door." And I looked at that and I thought, ah, and she was advertising it. I need more business. And at that time, I don't think she had very many listings. And I thought, wow, this is a hard way to go, but I can appreciate it. Now I look back and say, well, I should have been putting door knockers on too.
A feather in her cap to accomplish this so early in her career, not only meet the requirements almost to match the length of time she's been in the business, but also to do it in the beginning of her career and in a housing downturn.
Being in the Hall of Fame, it's nice to be appreciated. It's nice to be part of a good group that we've been together all this time. But you know, my Hall of Fame, my success is just doing things for myself that I want to do, meeting the goals that I want to meet, and working together with Jeff and Dave and Polly and David has helped me do that.
Michael, congratulations for being recognized for the hard work that you've put in and your dedication. Regina, congratulations for your sincerity, your hard work, and all the efforts and the accomplishments that you've brought to the company and to yourself.
I couldn't be prouder of both of them. I think it's just fabulous that both of them are being inducted into the Century 21 Hall of Fame, and congratulations to you both.
I'd like to acknowledge you for your smart, hard work in a period where there were housing downturns, and to accomplish so much is really a great credit to you. And congratulations, and it's a pleasure to be associated with you.